So, yeah, welcome back, Space Doctors. Today, I've been living my best life inside Galacticare, aka Theme Hospital, but somebody launched it into orbit and gave it better jokes. And honestly, the first hours hit really nice. You drop into this silly sci fi universe where every species has its own problems, personality, and weird medical drama. You're not just curing space flu. You're patching up festival aliens, helping a living planet that got basically oil spilled, and even running a hospital inside a cramped hyperspace station. And what's wild is how much personality they packed into these places. Stuff is happening around you, not just inside your rooms. The tone is one of my favorite parts. The writing feels modern, playful, and kind of sarcastic in a smart way. Not haha random, but more like, yeah, we know this is ridiculous. Let's have fun with it. The voice acting helps a lot too. Characters actually sound like they belong in this universe, and for me, that makes management games way easier to stick with. Gameplay-wise, it's familiar but comfy. Patients come in, you scan once, treat them, send them home. Rooms can handle multiple conditions, so you're not building 20 tiny closets just to fix one problem. There's even stuff like projectile medicine, where you literally blast patients with different tools depending on what's wrong with them. Healing someone who's on fire with a rotating cannon? Kinda iconic. I also like how races care about decoration. Some want art, some want gross science objects, some want plants. It makes your hospital feel less like a spreadsheet and more like an actual space workplace. Just don't clutter too much, because some aliens are built like refrigerators and need room to vibe. Now, here's where my feelings get mixed. At first, I was carefully designing rooms, making things cute. Then a few chapters in, I realized the game really wants quantity over creativity. Suddenly, I'm copy-pasting the same rooms over and over just to keep up with patient flow. And that's the moment where my brain goes from architect to office printer. Money? Not really an issue. Space? Usually fine. Hiring? You can refresh doctors instantly, so you never settle. Training exists, but for me it felt kind of pointless because doctors improve just by working, and swapping them around is more annoying than strategic. I really wish I could tell doctors what room types they prefer instead of babysitting assignments. Some systems feel like they're there, but not fully cooking yet. Traits sound important, but only a few actually matter. Some rooms feel optional forever, and later on, a lot of your time is waiting for enough patients to arrive so the game lets you finish objectives. If you're a completionist, that waiting can feel longer than a space elevator ride. For me, the fun curve was like, first hours, super charming. Middle hours, still cool. Later hours, a bit samey. Not bad. Just less exciting than the start. So yeah, Galacticare nails atmosphere, humor, and imagination. It feels like developers who actually care about players having a good time, not just surviving systems. But the management side, for me, needs more tuning so creativity stays alive longer. If you love hospital sims and sci-fi comedy, you'll probably smile a lot here. And if some of this sounds like your kind of chaos, it might hit differently for you than it did for me. All right, space interns, would you run a hospital in orbit? Or would you accidentally cure aliens with a shotgun? Let me know.